Right, yes. Here we go. Collectors, we run for shelter as we are bombarded. Constant shelling, bombs being dropped by various companies at Sideshow Con 2020. And all those Hot Toys announcements. Yes, yes. Many of those. Now Sideshow come along, kick the doors in, and drop a particularly juicy bomb in the form of a 1/6 scale Michael Myers 1978 figure. What's that, you say? But I thought Trick or Treat Studios had their license to do a 1/6 scale Michael Myers. Well, it seems that Sideshow do too. I didn't think that was possible, but apparently it is. And there it is, the prototype. Pending approval, of course. But the hair, I like it. Now, I've seen quite a few people not too into this so far. They don't like the smile, the corners of the mouth both going up quite obviously there. He does look like he's smiling. It's a very hard to describe expression on the original 78 Kirk mask. It's been described as tragic by Christopher Nelson on the special features of the 2018 movie. To me, sometimes it looked like one corner of the mouth is slightly going down, the other one slightly going up, which was make it so hard to capture the shape, you know. But these images here, they're just screen grabs from a video on YouTube, so they're very bright. These are as bright as the images actually were, and then coming up, I've darkened the images a fair bit to just kind of make it look a bit more how he should look. You'd never see Michael Myers this lit up. But we get a good look here at the sculpt. I like, yeah, the hair's good. The hairline itself looks a bit of an odd shape. They're very, almost like a receding hairline thing going on there, but it could just be the angle. But I don't know. We're also going to get a look at the Trick or Treat Studios images as well for comparison here. So it does say prototype pending approval. I do like the look of the coveralls. They got the color pretty damn spot on, but that's debatable. But you know, we have to bear in mind the lighting here is pretty intense, so it's really lit up here like a Christmas tree. And here I've darkened things a little bit. You can see some different tones on the mask itself. You can see that kind of white. You can also see that more kind of skin tone around the neck area. And might just be shadows or reflection of the color of the hair bouncing off the mask, but it seems to be like a bit of a skin tone around the hairline as well, but could just be the pictures. All I did to these images was just bring the contrast up a little bit, or the I forget what you call it now, just basically made them darker. I do like it. I'll get this. I mean, I'm a huge Michael Myers fan, as you know, so I'll be all over this. When it comes to Sideshow and their horror figures, I've got a couple, and they do have issues. I mean, Freddy Krueger didn't even have the top of his head. I had to do that myself and complete the figure. It's just crazy. And Jason from part 3, his outfit's all the wrong colors, and you can't remove his mask. Just little frustrating things like that, little head scratching moments. Here's my custom 1/6 scale the Boogeyman figure. I mean, just for comparison, this is like a custom piece. You got Yunsil coveralls, Mad Bug V2 sculpt, hair and painted by Silent Surfer, a bit of metallic pumpkin, a DX Hot Toys base converted into a Halloween base, Fergo knife. I mean, that is the gold standard right there. It's very expensive, whereas this is like a mass-produced, officially licensed, you know, company pumping out a figure for you. And here is the Trick or Treat Studios version. Seen some people saying as soon as the Sideshow pictures came out of Michael Myers here, they were like, oh, Trick or Treat Studios must be crapping themselves. But I don't think so. I think the head sculpt from the Trick or Treat Studios figure, at least from the pictures we've seen here, and the prototypes, well, they say they were factory you know, figures that they had out for the Trick or Treat display. Like, that's what we're going to be getting. I do prefer this head sculpt. You know, the mouth is definitely more to my liking. I like the hair as well a little bit more, and the hairline on this looks better. They really captured it. I think it's Justin Mabry and another chap as well. I'm sorry, I haven't got all the names down, but yeah, here is the Sideshow one for comparison. You can see the stitching there. You notice on Tanila's custom coveralls, she does double stitching, which I believe is movie accurate, and they haven't done the double stitching here. Again, it's a prototype pending approval, and here is the Trick or Treat Studios head sculpt in another picture for comparison. I mean, that is just gorgeous. So, well, if you it's gorgeous to Halloween fans, not so much to the casual collector, but I think that looks fantastic. Again, that is the Tots one. So here's some more images of the Trick or Treat Studios version. Tanila did these coveralls, so that's something that's really impressive considering the price of this when it gets released. I think it's like $110, maybe a tiny bit more. but it's a really good price for an official 1/6 scale Michael Myers, especially a 78. And Trick or Treat Studios are doing all of them apparently. Halloween 2, 4, 5, 6, maybe even the Rob Zombie stuff, 2018, maybe Kills, we'll see. But I love the hair as well on this Trick or Treat mask. I mean, every angle there looks perfect. So definitely I'd give the head sculpt from what we've seen so far to Trick or Treat Studios. And not much I would give to the Sideshow one here. I mean, I'm glad they're making it, and I'll be curious to see what the final version really looks like. And I'll get it and review the hell out of it for you and do comparisons. It'll be fun. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad they're doing it, but I'm definitely leaning more towards the Trick or Treat Studios version. We also have some images of the other figures that they displayed here as well, like the Ghostface figure, Leatherface, and the Nun statue, which we're going to see in a moment. I did some cool photo trickery with the Nun pictures to make them look a bit more cool. That's a nice kind of full body shot. I noticed his boots. I didn't get a picture of it, but his boots look very kind of dusty looking, like almost like the color. They're not black, you know, they're not the jungle boots. They don't seem to be. I mean, they should be, and hopefully they will be by the time it comes out, but they were very kind of sandy colored. Like, I guess it was just meant to be like dried mud. Here is the PCS Collectibles 1/4 scale statue of Michael Myers. I haven't shown this on the channel yet, but that looks really nice. Just wanted to chuck that in there so we could see it, but it's looking very cool. And then we have, yeah, this is a picture of all of those Sideshow figures on display at the Sideshow Con. Apparently the Nun is slightly smaller in scale than those 1/6 scale figures in the middle. And we'll get a little close-up now on Leatherface and Ghostface. Everyone's face something. Face this, face that. So yeah, Leatherface. He looks good. I need to rewatch Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. It's an absolute classic. It's a masterpiece. I'm looking forward to watching it. It's been a good few years now, so I definitely need to revisit it. But I'm glad they're making this, and I'll definitely try to pick him up. I still need a Leatherface representation in the collection, so, and a Ghostface as well. And I remember when I saw Scream for the very first time, I can't remember, I was about maybe 18, 19, I can't remember. Depends what year it came out, I'll work it out. But I was pretty young, and I loved it. I was into those for a while. I haven't seen Scream 4, but I'm glad they're making this, and I'd be very tempted to pick it up. Now, here's a little bit of, you can see how I added the flame to the candle proper, like, it's way too big. Added some smoke and stuff, but that's the Nun statue. They said in the Sideshow video on YouTube that it's like 1/8 scale or something like that. It's not exactly 1/6 scale, but it's nice though that they're doing it, and you can see it's very cool looking. I still need to watch the Nun film. I got put off because they were saying it's just purely jump scare BS the whole time, but I'm still quite curious to see it. I think she's a cool looking character, that's for sure. Another little angle here of the Nun coming up. So yeah, she looks good. The eyes are really creepy. So yeah, just to reiterate the point, I'm happy Sideshow are doing a Michael Myers from 78. It's just another option for all of us out there. It's nice to have, you know, we can finally, you know, we're in a time where a 1/6 scale, well, not just one, but two 1/6 scale 1978 Myers figures are coming out available for us, instead of having to go down that really expensive custom figure route, which I know all about because I've spent a fortune on them. But it's nice to have options for you guys out there as well. I mean, I'm getting them. I'm such a fan. I'll just buy everything to do with 78 Myers. It's all good. Just a few more details there on Leatherface. And that's about it, folks. I hope you found the video entertaining. Drop a like on it if you did. Share it with your buddies. Make sure you are subscribed, because there's plenty more coming at you soon. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, D-Night333. Take it easy. Bye-bye.